breeding side of things of what we actually do, or what I actually do, because I can only speak on me. But guys, let's be real clear. Like, I appreciate you guys' support. I appreciate you guys believing in me. But understand this too, like, there are two sides to this thing. I'm not perfect. I have imperfections. That's one thing that I like about breeding. It gives you the opportunity to fix things and adjust things. And it's almost like you're like a little mad scientist to a degree. And this is what I want you guys to understand is this, right? When you are matching up pedigrees, when you are taking and doing all your preliminary testing on dogs to assure that a dog has minimum issues, and when you pair it up or cross it with another dog, that it doesn't produce puppies that have genetic issues, or you're minimizing it. But guys, we all know this. There's no perfect dog. So it's always interesting to me, because when you have situations where I've had litters where I remember one of my first litters, one of my partners, dude is like my brother, he bought a dog from me. I do a health contract on my dogs where we talk about hip dysplasia, and you guys hear me talking about that a lot. And from my original standard where I had it at, I think it was like 0.1 over where I had in my contract, far as the dog being at a point where I was satisfied with the hips. Not having hip dysplasia, but just for my standard, it was 1 point off from where I wanted. Eventually we changed it. We made the adjustments to our program to where it should fall in line with the Presa Canario. And that's gonna be another whole video I'm gonna talk about soon. The difference between a pin hip and understanding how to read what a pin hip testing results are versus OFA. But guys, let's get back to it, right? So when you're breeding dogs, are you gonna have some issue with dogs? Yes. Every dog is not gonna come out perfect. I've had dogs that, like I said, with him, the dogs has had an underbite. I've had a dog that's come out 2 centimeters shorter than what the breed standard was. You can't expect for a breeder. And for those of you that breed, you're gonna understand what I'm saying. You can't expect for every dog to come out perfect, because there's no perfect dog. So when you say you have no perfect dog, a dog is gonna have some type of issue, some type of situation where when you are matching and breeding up dogs, and you're looking at pedigrees, and you're understanding genetics, and you're doing all the health testing, something you have to tweak. So when you're matching and breeding the dogs up differently, it fixes a situation. But here's the main thing, and make sure you understand this, right? When you're doing business with somebody and you're doing business with the breeder, pay attention, guys. Having a contract with the health situation outlined, understood inside the contract is huge. If somebody has purchased a puppy from me, I do a 2-year health guarantee. I line out the things that's covered in the 2-year health guarantee. I explain to them the steps they have to take for the 2-year health guarantee. And if the dog falls outside of that and it falls short, there's no questions asked. I replace the dog. That's it. I don't want somebody, because I know me, I don't want somebody to do business with me and be out of pocket an absurd amount of money that they've invested into the dog, not to mention the love for the dog on top of it. You got the money and you got the emotion inside of an animal that you love. Like, guys, like, I don't know what y'all about, but I love this enough to where, personally, I'm not going to screw anybody because I don't want to get screwed. I'm not going to jam anybody up because I don't want to get jammed up. Like, I'm really the type of person, I want to treat you how I want to be treated. And as the breeder, I'm trying to do everything I can on my end to minimize the risk and the exposure that my clients are subjected to. And if they are in a situation, they don't feel like they're by themselves, they don't feel alone. I get so many phone calls where people have bought dogs from other people and they're calling and asking me for it. I'm like, call your breeder. Like, I'm not the guy that called to question about a dog you bought from somebody else. Don't call me. I'm not going to give you any advice. I'm not going to give you any tips. I'm not going to help you. It's not my business. It's not my concern. It's not my issue. Respectfully, I don't touch it. because I don't want anybody to say I badmouth their program, badmouth their kennel, badmouth anything about them. Like, that's not what I'm here to do, guys. Like, I'm a really simple guy. I love the breed of the dogs, and that's all that I'm about, is helping improve the breed of the dogs. And mistakes are going to happen within everybody's program. I made mistakes. I bought a dog, and I've told you guys this before, that I had the dog for 12 months, got the hips tested, the dog had hip dysplasia. I lost 8 to 10 grand on that. I lost it. But before I go to breed a dog that I know already has a genetic issue like that can pass down and put my clients at risk, put my program at risk, I'm just not going to do it. It's not that serious to me. And the truth be told, I don't need to sell dogs to live. I don't need to do that. Like, I'm not in a position in life to where I need the money from dogs to pay my bills. I don't. And I'm not saying that being cocky or arrogant. I'm just being very straight and truthful. I don't need the money to do that. So when I do this, I'm putting my heart into it. I'm not here to screw anybody over. And anybody that's ever done business with me, they know if you call me, whether it's doing on the dog breeding side or the raw dog food side or the dog training, if you have an issue, we fixing it, period. And I've taken losses to fix problems and issues to make somebody else in a better position and don't have a negative outlook on me and my company and my image. Like, that ain't what it's about, guys. So just know this, man. When you are in the process of buying a dog and you're dealing with a breeder, or let's say you that guy that's on a witch hunt. Oh, I know his program ain't perfect. No, it ain't perfect, you moron. And if you are on a witch hunt and you're looking for something that I may have an issue with in my program, well, here it is. I have bred a couple of dogs that had some issues. I told you, had a dog that was a couple inches short, had a dog that it actually didn't have hip dysplasia, but it was less than what I wanted on as far as my standard. I had a dog that underbites is going to happen. You actually allow underbites. So I had a dog that I had 2 dogs that had underbites. Like, I pay attention to everything, everything. So don't think that my program is a flawless program, and I appreciate that, but it ain't. Like, dog breeding is not something where every litter is going to come out perfect, guys. Like that's not how this works. So if you're looking to get into breeding, if you're looking to get into this side of the game, understand this. You may have 1 dog out of 7 that's close to what you may want it to be. 1. You may have another one that's close. Then you have 1 that's like, damn, how did that dog come out like this and the rest? That's nature, it's God. Like, that's just how it happened. That's a part of the breeding process. So nobody's program is perfect. Mine ain't perfect. I do the best of my ability to protect my clients, to make sure that when I'm matching up dogs, matching up genetics, matching up health testing, that I'm putting everybody in their best position, even the puppies. But guys, it's not a foolproof process. Like, I'm here to tell you that. So again, if you're looking to get into this, take the necessary steps. Right? What are they? Look at the pedigrees of the dogs. See if the parents have been health tested. Health test your dogs genetically, as well as doing blood panels to see if there are any issues you can kind of eliminate before you match them up with a dog. Understand that every puppy isn't going to come out perfect. Have clear communication with your clients. Have a standard process as far as a contract for if something happens. Don't screw people out of their money. Don't make people chase you if you sell a dog and the dog has an issue that you're running from them because you don't want to replace their dog. Do the right thing. That's all. That's what I'm here to do, is the right thing. And you always have people that's on witch hunts to try to find something wrong with my program. Program ain't perfect. And the amount of growth and the amount of support that we have built in this time frame is because I'm very transparent, I'm very clear, I'm very straight. I don't BS people. I don't play games. I'm not here to make friends. As much as I love people and I love the engagement, I hate negativity drastically. Hate negativity. So negative people, just stay away from me. That ain't my thing. But guys, this is about the dogs. It's not about Richard Deberry. It's not about lawful and Dacian canines. It's about the Presa Canario breed, the breed that I love, trying to help expand, better the breed to do the best that I can do on my end on only things I can control. I can't control what John Doe does. I can't control what he says, and I really don't care and give two shits about that. All I care about is what I'm doing here, how I'm treating my dogs, how I'm taking care of my clients, and how I'm putting the best foot forward for the breed. So remember that as you start to dig into what's right and wrong about my program. I guarantee you, if I came to look at your shit, that I could find a lot of stuff wrong with you too, but that ain't my job. It's not my obligation, it's not my responsibility, and I really don't care, and I ain't wasting my time to look. That's another thing. It's always interesting how people have the time to look into what I do to try to find things and flaws in my program. Is it because you ain't got nothing going on yourself? Is it because you ain't got no positive traction, you ain't doing nothing, you got worry about another man's program that ain't making you a dime or a penny or doing nothing to benefit you in a positive manner for your life and for your program? Don't be that guy. Listen, if you are the type of person when you looking at somebody else's stuff to try to find something wrong with them, stop. Look at yourself in the mirror, fix your program, find out things you can do that's going to impact what you're doing, not trying to find something to be a hater or be negative to another man's program or situation. Don't be that person. Like, for what? Focus on you, focus on forward, focus on your breed, focus on your program, focus on things that actually impacts you, not another man. That's weird. That's really weird. Like, when I see dudes jumping in my comments, and this is another whole subject, jumping in my comments that don't know me, I'm a complete stranger and got something negative to say to me, I'm like, I could never imagine me as a man comment on another man's page saying something negative to try to bring down another man and voicing my opinion on something that's a negative opinion on something. I'm like, that's super weird, guys. Like, that's what females do, not no man. Like, yo, if you find yourself being that person, like, just you can stop and change, but you might want to look at yourself in the mirror, because that ain't man type actions. But that's another whole subject we'll talk about another time. But guys, again, the program is about doing what's best for the breed. It's not flawless. It has issues. It's going to have issues. That's a part of breeding. There's no perfect dog, and there's no perfect program. But we're here to do the best that we can possibly do. We're going to make mistakes along the way, but we're going to fix them as we go. We're not here to screw nobody. We're not here to mess nobody up. We're not here to mess the breed up. We only want to do the right and positive things, and we're not going to be perfect, but we're going to do our best to be at it. Hey, but you already know what it is. Get you a Presa.